Hey everybody, we kind of changed positions because there's some eye shine out there, and the head bob and the way it's in the bush, I think it's a bear. I got probably about 75 yards from it, and the way the head bob, the eye shine, really bright eye shine coming straight back, staring at it. Stereoscopic vision, I think as low as it was too low to be a man, or even a squatch for that matter. So I think it's a bear, possibly a mountain lion. So we're facing this way now so we can see out from front of us.
Yeah.
So the lighting's a little bit different. I mean, we're not worried or scared. It's just one of those things where we would rather not have our backs turned to the darkness. So, yeah.
Not scared, but if there's a bear, I want to see it, honestly.
If a bear comes walking down this road or a mountain lion or whatever, I mean, I've sat out here and seen coyotes and foxes just stroll right by. But this was bigger than a coyote.
You can hear it now. It's making noise.
Yeah, it's crunching around out there. Everything's so dry that, like, no matter how stealthy you are, you're gonna make noise, which makes you think it's maybe more of a bear. Wish we've had bears up here before. They're black bears in California.
Yeah.
And
with that fire, might be smoking some of the wildlife out.
Honestly, they might be. There's a big fire going on up there, so they might be moving down. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye out. The one trip I don't bring all my cool tactical shit for night because we never see anything anyway. The stuff's moving around out there. So
we've never seen the bugs we've seen. We've never seen the spiders we've seen. We've never seen eye shine like that. And here we are.
Like there's praying mantises and giant wolf spiders and mice running on this porch and bugs that I've never seen before. And
like you said, also a huge 60,000 acre fire literally over the ridge.
So I think and it's been so hot that everything's waiting. It's dead here during the day. So everything's waiting into the night. So we'll keep you updated. I should have probably filmed the eye shine, but it's in a tripod and all set up. And I was just more worried about confronting it and figuring out what it was than filming. And all it would just be like darkness with like glowing eyes. You guys wouldn't have saw anything.
The iPhone might not even picked it up, honestly.
It might not have, because it's an iPhone. I don't have any serious filming stuff right with me right now.
Creepy at first, and then we saw, we're like, that's an animal.
And it's moving through and it's on the other side of a barbed wire fence. And I know they can clear that, but it's just another obstacle between them and us. There's a lot of tall, dry grass, so you'd hear it. And I got a rifle over there. I've got a handgun, flashlights. I mean, we're fine. We're fine. We're okay. We're just a little like, wow, which I don't know why we're surprised, because you see trail camera pictures up here of coyotes, foxes, deer. The neighbors next door have horses, although these eyes were way too close together to be a horse.
I think it's more of a wow because we've been here, I don't know, I think I've been here like 8 times in the last 2-3 years, maybe 10, about 8 times, and never seen anything like that.
We never see animals up here because we're usually blasting music and have all the lights on and stuff, so I think they always kind of stay on the periphery, and it's just something.
Might be the fire, dude, like we were saying.
Yeah, who knows? Let's
go to the beer.
Yeah.
We finished the Firestone. Good beer.
Firestone's good beer. Hazy, lazy little thing.
Hazy little thing.
Hazy little thing, Sierra Nevada.
Yep. That's going to be another lightish, hazy IPA.
Which is good, because like I said, the trend in the last 15 years has been these big, fat, heavy.
They always do like, how many hops can we put in a beer?
Yeah, strong IPAs that like, I had a garden salad and I'm still stuffed after 3 beers. Not super bubbly, not a huge head on this one.
What do we got here too? So this is, what are we going to give us here on the alcohol? They got to show it, right? Does it even say? Well, I'm not going to spend too long looking at that, but I don't even see what the alcohol volume is on this. So I'm going to say it's probably low. Oh, there it is. 6.7.
That's not low.
It's higher than the Firestone. Firestone was 4. So this is a little more. What you got in there? Let's just finish the rest of this guy out.
Absolutely.
Cool. So Firestone, not Firestone. Sierra Nevada, hazy little thing IPA. Let's see what it is.
By the way, tonight's protection is provided by Glock Firearms, loaded with plus P plus 9mm all copper rounds.
In case you guys also want to sponsor the show, along with who else did you also said Stone, and we also did Total Wine. So
yes.
Those are the 3 sponsors we need for the show.
Yes. Send money, beer, ammo. Ammo's worth so much right now. Oh, it's light too.
A little more, way more kick than the Firestone though.
This is a step up, but it's not like an Arrogant Bastard or like
This is an IPA.
This would be the next step. If you got someone into the first one that we had, the Firestone, this would be like, okay, now step up to this.
Yeah. It's good beer.
It's way less bold and mild than the thing we had from Stone.
Still good. This is, like you said though, it's a step down on kick.
Yeah. This is good. This is kind of like hazy IPA. It's good. I like it.
Would you go with 6.3 on the Firestone?
No, I thought it was higher. I thought it was
Maybe
7.
it's higher.
It was 7.3, I think.
Okay.
This I like a little better. The other one was a little too watered down, a little too much, but this is still like kind of a lightweight.
Don't pay attention to us trying to rehash scores. We don't remember.
We don't remember. We don't remember. I'll have to watch all the video and then put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Which I say that, but I'm probably too lazy to do that.
So, yeah.
This is good though. I like this better. This is probably 7.5.
Wow. That's a
I
big
like it.
score.
I like it a lot. This is one of those beers where it's heavy enough to be substantial and strong enough to where you don't need to drink a lot, but not so heavy that I could have like 3 or 4 of these. Some of those beers are like you have one and you're done.
Yeah, I think I would. This is gonna cry. I'll give it a 7, solid 7, solid 7 across the board.
This is right up my alley. This brings me back to the 2010 IPA days when everybody was nuts about it.
I could drink a 6-pack of these and be good about it because it's not 8%, it's not 9%.
It's not even the alcohol content; it's how heavy a lot of IPAs are.
It's good beer.
Yeah. It's a middleweight IPA. We'll say that. It's not light, but it's not heavy. Yeah, so 7. I'm going 7.5. You said 7.
7. Good beer.
Okay. All right. We'll see you next beer, folks. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we are back to the fabulous beer reviews, and whatever the hell's still out there, we still see it. I think I'm about 90% sure it's a bear. It has a lot of head bob when it moves, stereoscopic vision, medium height off the ground, and
if you're really lucky and he comes into the light, we'll turn the camera on and chase him.
yeah, right now this is not like, and I don't want to be, you guys know me, I'm like the worst Sasquatch researcher in the world. I've given you like no evidence in like 3 years because they're elusive.
Well, no
I don't
live
want,
evidence.
Yeah. Well, if I shoot one, I'll show you. Maybe all this beer, Sasquatch is like,
He's jealous.
yeah,
He's jealous.
yeah.
He sent the bears to come check us out.
We should go leave a crispy boy in the woods.
Come back and smash.
He's-
like fucking like Stone Cold.
yeah,
You just
and that's the bottom line because Matt Squatch said so. Matt Squatch, Pat Squatch.
Oh, grab the Swami.
Is that this one?
Yeah, Pizza Port.
The one with the stylized.
Yeah. So
How do I say it?
I don't know.
It looks
he's
like
a Hindu guy, Indian guy.
Hindu, Indian.
Yeah. So Swami IPA. It's a Pizza Port beer. Pizza Port. The only one I know of is in San Clemente.
You kidding me?
That's the only one I know of.
A pizza sounds amazing, right?
Oh yeah. No, pizza sounds great. Pizza Port brewer.
We just knocked out like a whole fucking tri-tip, and we're like, pizza.
Yeah, let's just do that. So this is
We're such fat guys.
yeah. What do we got here? This is an IPA for sure.
Pretty sophisticated graphic on that thing.
It's a good beer. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good beer. 6.8%.
Ooh.
So right along the side of what we had with Hazy's little thing, it was 6.7. Pours out nice. It's golden.
Clear, yeah. Look at the head on that thing. It's a fizzy one.
Yep.
Sneak
Come
it
on,
down the
Bear.
side.
Come on, Bear. Come out.
He's Big Bear. He's iron tough.
Yeah, let's bring him outside.
Always wanted to fight a bear before I die.
Whew.
I'm gonna pick a small bear.
I'm gonna pick a cub.
No, then you got to deal with mom.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, very dry.
Yep. Dry hops.
Very dry. Not well, dry means not sweet, but yeah, it's very
Has sweet in it.
a tinge in the aftertaste, but generally a very dry beer. This would be great with something like creamy. Like if you were eating like a heavy steak with like cream spinach, this is very dry and it would cut through it.
Like a pasta, even.
Like a pasta, like kind of like the same way like a Cabernet is a big fat like dry wine and cuts through like a creamy pasta sauce really well. I think this would do the same thing. I immediately think this would be great with like linguine clams or like a creamy shrimp.
Yeah.
Or like a hollandaise sauce type stuff, like a creamy decadent. This is very dry.
This has a bite
and edgy, and I think it would contrast well with something something thick, creamy, decadent. You know,
it's good beer. It's got a bite. It's definitely got the IPA bite on it at the end.
I'm gonna throw it out there. 6.8.
I was going just below 7.
Me
just
too.
To be not the same. I'll go 6.9.
6.8, good solid beer. You know, if it was on the menu and it was between this and a few others, I mean, this would be a good one. I'd never heard of it. I'm kind of out of the beer game anyway.
Pizza Port makes good beer.
Pizza Port, I've heard of them. Swami's IPA, and it's got kind of like, it looks like an Indian dot not feather type theme going on. You know, well, it's true. You know, I have Native American friends. I've known
Honestly,
a lot of Indian people.
Of all the beers we've had so far tonight, this has been my favorite. It's super light.
I liked the hazy.
It also might be hot as shit.
I like the
hazy little thing. Yeah, that's good too.
Honestly, that 805 or not 805.
So
the Stone we
hazy
had yesterday
was really good.
That was killer. That had a bite, a flavor to it. It cut through. It wasn't super heavy, but it was enough to know that something was there. That was, I mean, a Stone, they're just such the masters. It's like, oh, Porsche makes this is a fine sports car, this Porsche. It's like, yeah, they're Porsches. They're really good sports cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you get to the masters of something, you know, and that's basically Stone.
Agreed.
So yeah, I'd say 6.8, good, solid beer.
That's good.
I like it a lot.
I went 6.9. I think next time I gotta bring Modern Times. That's my favorite.
Modern Times, I want to bring up an old favorite, Rasputin's from North Coast.
Mm-hmm. You like those for sure?
Those are one of my all-time favorite beers. It's an imperial stout, but there's a certain point like it gets so heavy that the beers aren't actually that heavy.
It looks like you're drinking motor oil, but it's light.
It looks really light, and you see like 8.9%, and you're like, this is going to be a hardcore beer, and it's like, oh, it actually drinks really easy.
Dark beer, but tastes great.
Yeah. It's old Rasputin's, and it's like $10 for a 4-pack. So it's definitely a treat when you get them. And, you know, being Russian, you know, Russian heritage, you know.
You're not Polish?
Brother Grigory. No.
No Mordansky?
Mordansky? I usually don't say my last name, but I think I have an IMDb.
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 Internet Movie Database.
Oh, not
base data.
IMPD, my IDBM.
half people heard VD.
VD.
IMVD.
Hey, the daughter comes home and she says, Mom, I've got a case of VD. She says, put it in the cellar. Your dad will drink anything. Oh, my most disgusting beer story.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get this out of the way.
So, friends of ours are beer snobs. And I know they're not watching this, but I won't name names, John and Cynthia. So it was 4 or 5 years ago, and they're like, you know, well, this particular time is going to be a porter, but not smoked porters and not chocolate porters. This is just for a standard porters. We're going to have a beer tasting. It was like, I like beer and I like to drink it. You guys are way too hardcore into this. And they're all a bunch of engineers and like really smart people, and I feel very behind.
Like, wow, my life, where did it go?
Yeah, and I'm just like, hi, my name is Matt. I chase Sasquatch.
And I like beer.
Do you like nachos? Do you like beer? Woo, let's go to my place and we'll have some nachos and then we'll have some beer.
That's it.
Yeah. You know, that's me. And these guys are, and they're like, oh, they have all these, I forget what the terms are. Not tall boy, but schooners, whatever you call these things.
I don't know, 32 ounces. 32
ounce in a bottle. All these craft beer, micro beer stuff. And we're all doing this stuff where you're pouring a little bit. Try this. I am drunk as a skunk, dude. I am blitzed. I think I even threw up that night. Like I had my wife pull over and so I could throw up somewhere. And they were smoking cigars and they gave me a cigar and they had whiskey. They were dipping the cigar in. And no one was looking and I drank the whiskey. And they're like, what, you drank it? And I'm like, what? Well, you handed me whiskey, you know? And so they busted out this beer. It was in a big bottle. And it was a jalapeno IPA.
No thanks.
I like peppers. I love peppers. I grill up peppers all the time to have with a steak.
Dude.
It was, you know, that kind of green chlorophyll, like kind of like off jalapeno flavor that you get just a hinge of.
A jalapeno porter.
I don't know. It was just a regular beer.
Okay.
Well, I don't.
Okay.
No, I was so drunk, but I don't remember it was jalapeno. And you'd have a sip, and it'd be a beer, green chlorophyll kind of off flavor. Honestly, if I'd been sober, I would have spit it out. But since I was drunk, I'm like, I don't care. And then it was like beer, chlorophyll-y green pepper taste, spicy. Oh God, this is spicy. I'm thirsty.
More.
I'd have another sip, and it's like, oh God, gross flavor. Oh God, spicy. And it was spicy. It had that off, like,
do you know what
foul
brewery was from
green.
so shit on them?
I don't know. I've seen it a couple times, and I can't imagine anybody, because I like jalapenos. I grill jalapenos. I like them on nachos. I like them in chilies. I'll grill a couple up with a steak and eat a little bit of grilled jalapeno with a steak.
Yeah, why not?
And I love beer. Not a good combination, because the worst part of a flavor of a pepper came out strongly. Oh my God. And it was burny and it was hot and it was just like, and then when it hits your stomach, the spice hits your stomach and you're like, oh, I don't feel so good, you know?
That's the act of a brewer trying too hard like we did with the other beer. Too hard. Too much. That's too much.
Yeah. It's like nobody asked. I never said, hey, Pat, this beer is great. You know what'd be great? It's spicy.
Okay, but hold on. So there is room for people who like that stuff, for sure. Because everyone has that friend. I know I have that friend that gets the hottest wings anywhere we go.
Oh, you
give me
the scale of 1 to 10.
atomic.
Give me 10. Yeah,
if you have hotter than the hot, I want that.
Mango habanero, burn your
they're
ass.
Like licking their fingers, water.
They're sweating.
Paper towel. Oh, it's so good. And I just stare at them. I'm like,
you're a psycho.
you just get regular fucking wings, dude, and eat them like a normal human being. But instead, they'd rather sweat and just be miserable the entire time. That's the same asshole who's gonna drink that fucking beer. Oh, I can't wait to have it.
And it wasn't over the top spicy. It was just the off kind of green pepper flip.
That flavor.
I can't even describe what an off, foul, pungent flavor mixed with the spicy. And I'm not trying to be rude because I don't know these people. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to drink it.
Oh, you're good.
It was the worst beer. I'm like, you know, like, oh, here's the Natty Ice or the Steel Reserve or, what's the really ghetto stuff?
Oh, you can go Pabst, you can go Hams, you can go...
No, let's hit the stuff in the 40s. Like...
In the 40s?
You know, like the 40 ounce.
Oh, Miller High Life.
No. Just like, I forget the name.
When I think of 40, I go High Life.
Yeah, maybe High Life, you know, anything with ice in there, the malt liquor.
Bud Ice. You can go Bud Ice. That's
Bud
pretty
Ice.
ghetto. Bud Ice is one of the worst hangovers I've ever had in my life.
You know, like, I would rather drink that. That would be nectar of the gods compared to this jalapeno beer that was probably $17 a bottle.
There's nothing wrong with Natty Ice. But...
Well, Natty Ice is very similar to Coors, so...
Watch yourself, dude. Watch yourself with the Coors, okay? I'm very partial. I almost don't stock, but I don't.
You don't insult the Coors around him, and you don't insult the Miller Lite around me.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, when people use Miller High Life as a derogatory term, I'm like, it's the champagne of beer.
Yeah, and I like the banquets, okay?
Yeah, Coors, I actually like High Life better than banquets. Well, let's just face it.
I think I'd rather go to a banquet.
Let's just face it. At the core, I'm a Miller guy. Miller High Life, Miller Lite, regular Miller. You like Coors guy.
But clearly, we like everything.
Well, you guys got to remember, with Miller, those are our Pilsner based.
Yeah.
And Coors are lager based.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like Miller, I like Coors. Or I don't like Coors, I like Miller. We got to remember, they're technically two different types of beer. A Pilsner is like 95% of a lager anyway. But
It's like a Chevy and a Ford guy. You know what we both hate? The Dodge guy.
yeah, the Chevy and the Ford guy, and we're all like, you want to know what I bought a Toyota. At the end of the day, I'm tired of fixing it and spending money. I'm like, 100,000 miles, it's good for another 100,000 miles. I don't care.
So what'd you give this? You gave it a 6.8. I gave it 6.9.
Yeah.
That was our long stories about beers and cars,
Yeah.
trucks.
We're going to go see if that eye shine's sneaking up on us.
Let's do it.
All right. I got this handy remote to turn the camera off.
Cheers, guys.
They bug on
Being
me.
attacked. It was a mantis.
Was it a mantis?
No, it was a wolf spider.
Whoa! This is general knowledge in the Cranium Commandos. Impact.
That's me. Yep.
So, continuing on with the beer reviews.
Final one of the weekend.
Golden Road, Golden Showers,
Media Noche.
Golden Rod. Medianoche?
I don't know.
Medianoche. I feel like the CHE is like Che. Like Che.
I think Matt gets an accent every once in a while. I think he's probably spot on with this one. I think you're good there.
Okay.
What do we got? Wait. What do we got for APV? What do we got alcohol wise?
It was 6.4 APV.
Okay.
This is a straight IPA. It's not a light IPA or brewed in any kind of special barrels or...
No.
It's just a straight IPA.
From Los Angeles, California.
So it's made with authentic LA water.
Great brewery, though, in Anaheim. If you guys are close to Angel Stadium, Honda Center area in Anaheim, California.
Golden Road?
Yeah, Golden Road Brewery is badass. Highly recommend going after the Coof is over with.
The Coof?
After the Coof's over.
By the way, if anybody can tell me in the comments where the Coof joke came from, I've been a guest on their show a couple times, and they're friends of mine. If anybody can tell me where the Coof came from.
Matt will give you $1 million times $1 million.
I'll give you a thumbs up. Hey!
You got it right.
See if anybody can guess it in the comment where the Coof came from.
Yeah, none of us have $1 million.
Let's just say it's a fistful of fun with those guys.
That's close.
That'll be the only hint.
Left over. No wolf spiders tonight. Kind of disappointed.
Yeah, it's on your back.
Oh, sweet. Can't wait. Awesome.
It crawls over your eyeglass. Lots of
Oh,
foam,
this
lots of
comes
head
out-
on
It
that.
comes out a little hazy.
Little hazy, lots of head.
Ooh, this is gonna have. I think this is gonna taste. Honestly, Kelvin, before we even try it, to me, right away, it's gonna taste a lot like the Swami.
I think it's very similar.
Cheers! It's gonna taste.
It's fizzier though. There's
It
more
is.
head.
It's gonna taste a lot like the Swami.
Everybody loves a little head.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. Drier than I was expecting.
It fucking tastes a lot like that, but the ending's different.
Would you call it a happy ending?
It's lighter than the Swami.
It is lighter. To call this an IPA, I wouldn't say is a stretch, but not say it's a light IPA.
But
or
it's over 6%.
It's over 6%. But I mean, when you think IPA, you think hops first. You think strong hoppy. This is strong, but it's hoppy, but it's not like what you expect.
No, the Swami was definitely an IPA.
The Swami was like, freaking ball sack fucking hops in your face.
Yeah, that's great with pizza.
Great with that great pairing. Pizza, creamy
That's
cheese,
great with pizza.
cuts through it.
Had it. Go to Pizza Port. Get a Swami. Get a pizza. This beer,
This would be good.
it's not bad.
This would be good with more something a little lighter, like salmon would be really good with this. 'Cause salmon's kind of a rich fish, so this would cut through it, but it doesn't need that really dry bite that the
I
other
could
one
go
has.
with honestly though, I could go with like a sandwich on this one.
Salmon, chicken,
Sandwich beer.
like a sandwich beer.
Maybe like a ham and like cheddar or Fontina cheese sandwich.
I'm thinking more like a turkey sandwich. I think ham and like roast beef's too heavy.
Salty.
This would be really good with like chicken, poultry, fish.
All right, we differ on this.
Yeah.
That's okay. I would go with it's a sandwich beer. If I'm at Borden Brew, have you been to Borden Brew?
No, I don't go out to
Or-
eat because
or-
I'm too cheap.
Well, I'm broke. Borden Brew is healthy and good. Borden Brew is very good. Excellent place to go grab a beer and lunch. Cheap lunch. But this is a good beer.
This is
I'm
really good.
surprised by Golden Road with an IPA. I don't love all their beer. You said this off camera. He said Golden Road's hit and miss, and he's 100% right. I've had their hazies, I've had their IPAs, I've had their hazy.
Golden Road's
IPAs.
50-50. You take 10 beers, 5 of them will be good, 5 of
Wolf
them will
Pup
be not
Session. Wolf Pup is like their version of Coors. Super good, super light, a little more flavorful than Coors is. It's good beer. Then sometimes you get some of their weird stuff. Like a couple of their hazy IPAs, I'm like, I can't get. Then they have mango cart. I'm like, get out of here with that. Some watermelon, whatever. Out of here with that shit.
It's like, that's a light raspberry lager. I'm like, oh, you don't you do Zima and you Smirnoff ices. You know, it's like, get out of here with that shit, you know?
Go drink a Truly.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Go drink a Truly or a White Claw.
I drink Truly's and White Claws. No, but it's a different experience.
Don't call it a beer. And they don't. It's a seltzer. So don't give me a raspberry beer. Don't give me a peach beer. I'm not into it. Don't give me that. Give me a beer.
You know what I really want, and I know a lot of people hate it?
Hawaiian
pizza sauce.
How did I guess you're gonna say that?
Pineapple with freaking Canadian bacon.
To alienate half of your viewers with this right now.
I don't care. I already get enough hate. There's a certain percentage of my subscribers that subscribe to me
To hate on you.
just to hate my video. I post a 15-minute video. It's been live for 3 minutes, and I already have a thumbs down.
That's awesome.
Like, people subscribe to me just to hate on me,
That's
which
awesome.
I'm like, hey, if you sat through the ad, thank you. You know.
So let's switch gears here. We're on our last beer. Let's make this like a 5-10 minute review. Not just about the beer though. I'm gonna ask.
By the
you-
way, score.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. For me, I'm going with shit. I would say this is about for IPA. It's a 6.8 for me.
As
That's
somebody
a
who
good
is
beer.
burnt out on IPAs but starting to come back around,
That's a good beer.
7-2.
Wow, that's a strong score.
It's right up there with the
It's a
Stone
strong
yesterday. Honestly,
score.
I like it better than the other one we had earlier.
Better than the Firestone. Better than the hazy little.
Better
thing?
than the Firestone, which is a surprise out of Golden Road, because Golden Road has a lot of stinkers in their lineup.
Some goodies, some stinkers.
This is like textbook IPA.
It's good. Not too heavy though.
It's not too heavy, not too light, not too hoppy, but hoppy enough. Strong, but not over strong. It is like run-of-the-mill textbook IPA.
So for me, okay. So IPAs are great. I love IPAs. Give me an IPA, it's like a 6.8 all day. IPAs for me are like right down the middle, real perfect. Sometimes you have a 7, sometimes you have an 8, sometimes if it's extraordinary, you have a 9. So, and hazy IPA for me though, immediately starts out in the 7s. Just because I like hazies better. Sometimes hazies can suck though. You can have a hazy that's it's just too much. You almost like you can chew on it. Then it drops. But for me, this is, like you said though, it's a perfect IPA. It's a really good IPA.
See, that's how I feel about Imperial Stouts.
That's a whole other fucking thing we haven't done.
No, Imperial Stouts for me, the bottom level, I shit you not, is like a 6.5.
They're good.
They're something about my soul and my taste. I love soups and stews and meat. I eat way more beef than I probably
That's
should.
literally all we had for dinner. We had tri-tip and nothing else.
Well, because we're gonna drink freaking 3 gallons of beer. There's enough carbs there. Holy shit! So I was like, we literally like, do you want to cook the potatoes?
Nah.
Do you want to heat up some veggies? Nah. Let's get
You
this
know what
big
we're gonna do?
beautiful.
We're gonna dice those fucking potatoes like tomorrow morning and throw them in the oven and in the broiler or in the fucking
No,
toaster
I'm gonna
oven
throw them in a
with
pan
eggs.
with like a stick of butter.
Or do that. Oh yeah, do that.
And we're just gonna brown those potatoes.
No, steak and eggs tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have steak and eggs. Good hangover food.
All right, so let me get to pizza real quick. We'll prolong this one because we got to talk about it.
Yeah,
So we both like Hawaiian. So hold
it's
on.
controversy. Pineapple on pizza is controversial.
Okay, but it is literally the best pairing of sweet and salty you can ever get, for me. And honestly, if you don't agree, you're wrong. But it's okay. We all can't be awesome. So maybe the next level of this. I also like bacon on mine. Bacon, Hawaiians with the ham, and I also go with crispy thin crust. That's it. That's all I need. That's it.
You know, I've evolved. When I was younger, I liked the big, thick, heavy, floppy pizzas.
I still like them.
I don't get me wrong, I
Like
love
the
pizza.
pan pizza,
Yeah.
still good.
But lately, the last couple years, I've been into the thin, crispy, like a cracker crust.
Yes, I love it, dude.
Caramelized thin cracker crust and nice caramelized stuff. Now, one of the best pizzas I ever had was Al's New York's Kitchen. It's in Newport Beach. It's right by the 7-Eleven, right by Newport Harbor High School. A friend of mine ordered it.
Real specific, Matt remembers.
Yeah, I remember everything I eat. And it was pepperoni, bacon, and basil. So good. And I think I had different versions of that, of pepperoni and basil, and then bacon and basil. I think the pepperoni and bacon's a bit much, so maybe just but something about the basil freshness cutting through the fattiness of a bacon. Because pepperoni's really fatty too.
It is.
So,
still delicious.
But you know, for me, pizza, go to BJ's Pizza. They do the deep dish right. They get that good caramelized, sweet, crispy crust. The sweet pig. It's Canadian bacon, pineapple, and then they do like the stewed tomatoes on top.
I could do that
And
too.
it's such a contrast, that melty mozzarella. Get a wedge salad.
If
do
you
the
do
blue
that,
cheese
you can't
wedge
go
sa-
thin crust. If
Well,
you do
no,
the
no, no.
tomatoes, you got to go pan.
No, it is pan. It's pan with
Gotta do pan.
with the
Yeah.
crispy crust, not super floppy.
No.
Cooked through. But yeah, like I
Will anyone deliver here tonight? It's almost 11, I think.
we're in the middle of the Sierra Nevada, surrounded by Sasquatch, and there's a
And
forest
apparently
fire.
fucking bears.
There's a forest fire nearby. We think either a bear or a mountain lion. Somebody bring us a pizza,
Please.
please.
Last thing I'll say on pizza. So,
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
I can't do that. What I'll say about it too, though, if you're
This is good.
if you're
by the way.
gonna go pan, if you're gonna go pan pizza for me, straight up
You mean like
pepperoni and sausage pizza.
the pagan god pan?
Sure. If you're gonna go thin crust, though, for me is always Hawaiian. It's the sweet, salty crispiness of that pizza.
If you're
It's so
talking to
good.
super thin, crispy,
Okay, so hold on. Do you go pan, or do you like Chicago, or do you like New York? I've been to New York. I've had New York pizza. I've
they're
been to
all
Chicago,
good. They're all
and I've had
good.
Chicago pizza. I've definitely eaten pizza in LA.
Here's the difference, though, from what I've noticed.
Okay.
New Yorkers love New York pizza.
It's the fold. You get the big slice.
big floppy
it's the
slice.
Fold, but it's thin. You can eat it.
It's thin, it's floppy, but still crispy.
Chicago's a fucking lasagna.
Here's the thing, though. People from New York love New York pizza.
Me too.
Most people from Chicago don't like Chicago pizza. It's really bizarre. You know, like that's a tourist thing. It's like haggis when
When
you
they
go to
say it's a
Ireland.
pizza pie, it's a fucking pie.
Well, they put the sauce on top and it's baked for like 45 minutes.
It's weird.
You have 2 slices and you're done.
It's weird. The crust is good on it. It's always good.
I love it all, so it's really hard for me to judge.
But I
But
gotta go to New York.
the super thin, crispy
It's
pizzas,
my favorite.
like the Neapolitan style, honestly, when I go to like, oh, Blaze Pizza or Pieology or this is a gourmet pizza place, I go, give me your margarita pizza, which is just dots of sauce, mozzarella, some fresh Parmesan, and some fresh basil. The simplest
tomato.
form of pizza.
Sometimes tomato.
Sometimes tomato, but it's like that shows off the quality of your sauce, your cheese, and how well you cook your crust. There's not a lot of bold flavors and toppings on top of it. Give me a margarita pizza at a thin crust, fast-fired, wood-fired place. That is the true judge of a pizza, because you can put enough stuff on anything to make it be good.
Sure.
So that's when I'm just like, hey, I want a margarita pizza. It's lightweight. It's good in the summertime. You know, because it's basically like a flatbread with a little sauce and cheese.
What's
know?
your go-to pizza place in Orange County?
Wise Guys?
You stole it off my tongue. That's mine too. Yorba Linda, Wise Guys is so good.
There's a Wise Guys in Orange.
Oh, there's one there too. You're right.
We went there last week. We phoned it in. The family meal deal is like $25. The large pizza, garlic knots, and like 4 20-ounce sodas for like $27.
That's a good deal.
So we got like a half sausage, because my daughter loves sausage pizzas. And she picks all the sausage off and then eats the slice. She's a little weirdo. And like half cheese. I'm like, I just want a straight cheese pizza. And yeah, it's so good. The problem is you get those garlic knots and you eat like
A dozen.
yeah, and you're like, I've had one slice of pizza and I'm fine. And then you feel like the giant pile of shit for the rest of the day. You know?
All right, let's end it on this. Have you ever done this? I had it
Well,
last week.
I don't know. What are you insinuating?
We're on the topic of pizza.
Oh,
So you
I've done a lot of things.
get a garlic loaf baguette.
Mm-hmm.
Did this last week at my parents' house. It's like this big. You get it from any grocery store. It's
That's where they take the French bread and they put the garlic shit on
Yep,
it.
all garlic spread. Slice that bitch in half. Cover it in all your cheese blend. Cover it in fucking pepperoni.
Oh,
Throw that motherfucker in the oven at 425.
French bread pizza.
Oh, dude, comes out crispy, brown, garlic, cheese bread, pepperoni pizza. Slice it like you were gonna share. You need to need two
But
or
you're not
three.
sharing.
So no, I did 2 or 3 slices. Here's the key though: no sauce, bowl marinara.
Dip it.
Dude, with the toppings, the cheese, the garlic bread.
It's cheesy bread you're dipping in there and there.
So good. Cheesy garlic bread.
Well, it was like, I think I did that when like my wife was out of town. Like I was like, I have half a jar of pasta sauce, and I think I made like garlic bread. And I literally like made like 6 pieces of garlic bread and just dipped it in sauce.
That's all I had for dinner.
That was dinner. My other default dinner when my wife is out of town is a 6-pack of beer and a whole roasted chicken.
That's good though.
I'll let you put a roasted chicken in front of the TV and just eat a whole roasted chicken and blow through a 6-pack of beer. Yeah.
Shred it.
Well, those grocery store chickens are small.
Eat the skin too. So good.
That's the best part.
Well, that's the beer reviews for the weekend up
Yeah.
here at the property. Cheers, my friend. Thank you guys for tuning in. Matt loves all of you. Please sponsor him if you are whatever gun he just said. Total Wine
Glock.
and Stone. Those are the 3.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Oh, Jesus.